Hi everybody, the Mature Simmer here. So welcome to Lawn Mowing Simulator. So I've got a few new things I'm going to be trying out on the channel. Happen to be SimFest, and you know me, and you know Sims on sale. If you've been following the channel at all, it can get dangerous, and it did a little bit. So I've got several things that I've picked up that I've had my eye on. And even though I'm not sure I'm even going to like them, price was interesting enough in most cases that I'm like, let's go for it. But it will potentially give some new content options to the channel. These are all experiments. This is the first one, as I said. And we may find out everyone hates it and is like, just stop wasting time on this thing and go back to whatever. So certainly feel free in the comments to let me know, like, hey, I want more truck sim. I don't want to watch you in a lawnmower, but wanted to give it a try, so we'll see. I think initially, this will certainly be a discovery together and somewhat of a loose let's play. It's almost let's explore, I guess, and we'll see what we find out, but probably try to keep these relatively short in the beginning and just break them into segments just to spread things out, and more importantly, I get to try all the things and see which one pulls on me a bit as, hey, this has some depth to it that I'd like to explore. So let's try this. Start a new career. So we'll play with the tutorials. I think I've done the demo on this, but it was like a year ago, and I think a lot of things have changed. So in this mode, you create your own lawn mowing company and build up its reputation. As you expand your company, you can hire employees, purchase more mowers, and unlock new contracts. But first, your company needs setting up with a name, logo, and uniform. I'm going to go with Lawn Demons. Hopefully we can change it later if you have a better name that you think I should try. Let's go with it. Alright, and we need a logo. What looks demonic to you? Pretty much probably nothing. I'm sure it's very green and proper. We'll go with that one. That's where the Lawn Demons live. Alright, you can customize your in-game appearance as well as physical appearance. Not sure I'm going to spend a lot of time here, obviously. I mean, what else would you call yourself? So I'm assuming, oh goodness, this is, let me see, can I do this with keys? Yeah, no, that doesn't help. This is terrible. Okay, so I don't like the interface that way. Change hat. Logo placement, uniform colors. Let's see. I'm an orange person, as I think you guys know. That's yellow. They don't have orange? Alright, right now, this is my least favorite game ever. How do you not have orange? I don't know. I just want something other than black, though. I feel like I should be colorful out on the lawn. Let's go with purple. Purple and maybe purple and black. That'll work. So we'll confirm that. I already did uniform colors. Logo placement, front only, front and back. Sure, let's do front and back. Can I rotate myself? Doesn't look like I can. I should probably match my hat and my shirt, right? As that's like a requirement. Alright, I'm not going to go into the avatar again. That's crazy. Alright, so I think we've got everything we need. Are you happy with your company's setup? Now you have a company of your own. You will need your first vehicle to get cutting. Select a vehicle from the list below and take it for a test drive. This vehicle is equipped with a collector type deck. That means you cut with it. The grass clippings are sucked up into the vehicle's hopper. No piles of grass clippings will be left unless you overload the engine or your hopper is full. This vehicle is equipped with side discharge. In cutting, keep in mind the direction you're mowing to avoid dropping onto flower decks. Alright. And then that's a mulcher. Means you cut so small no visible blades. That might be the best option, I would think. So I know nothing about lawn care equipment other than I know it cuts lawns. I'm certainly not a landscaper, but I've got a guy, I've never had one before, but we can't maintain our flower beds. So we found someone who was willing to do it, and as an extra thing, we're like, sure, you can mow our lawn too, because we figured the guy was just starting out, but he used to be a corporate accountant, and he decided he wanted to be a guy who did this. So let's see. Let me look. 84, 84. Okay, so this has the biggest deck size, which in theory means that, wow, the top speed's 5.5, where this is 4.3. It's almost like work time in Farming Simulator, but I don't know. I don't know that I like collecting the grass, because I'm thinking then I'm going to have to keep emptying it, where a mulcher lets me keep going, and this just, it looks kind of ugly. I mean, it does have a mulch plate available, but then I'm spending more money. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we test drive. But I'm thinking this is the one. Like the lawnmower blade spinning over there. And yes, I have Dino Safari for those that are excited. I think it was the extended edition. All right, have you familiarized yourself with the conditions? Approach the vehicle to get on it. Now I do have a steering wheel set up in theory, so we'll see how this all works. Alright, so we're going to get on it. Once you're on your vehicle, you'll need to get it started. Each vehicle is slightly different to get going. Follow the steps to get it started at the bottom of the screen. Alright, I must have had something with my pedals. Now, this is terrible for the camera, I will tell you that. Alright, so E and C change the cut. How do I know? Like, how do I tell what I'm doing? I don't understand. Oh, I see. Cut height is 7. I get it. Okay, and you can see the deck moving up and down. Alright. So I raise and lower the cutting deck. Alright, so I think I've got things fixed here. Should be able to change. Alright, well that's better. So that's it's a little better. Just trying to check out my camera. Okay, so this is probably the best one. So let's see. If I head over here, now if I turn on my blades, okay, once on the grass, you now need to get your deck ready by first setting the cut height and then engaging the cutting blades. You should only ever turn on your blades when on grass, otherwise you will damage them and affect their ability to cut. When on contracts, you'll be required to cut the grass to a certain height. Each contract will have its own height the grass needs to be cut to. Set your cut height within the range of 5 to 6 and cut 20% of the grass. While cutting, you can track your progress with the bar on the top right. The progress bar shows how much the required amount you have cut. Grass cut at the correct height fills the bar white. Grass that is cut too short fills the bar red. Alright, so we'll do it at 5. Oh, I guess it's working, it's just... Alright, well that's good. With the foot pedal I can do some things here. Definitely very sensitive on the steering, so I need to be aware of that. Now, oh, are those flower beds or are they just weeds? I don't understand. Why am I doing that? That would seem very ridiculous. Am I bored? Is that what it's telling me? Whoa, something sounded bad. If you want to get off the vehicle, press and hold Q. Okay. Alright, well this is a bit of a challenge, I will tell you that. Super sensitive on the steering wheel and even the camera view. So I know there's a way to... Whoop, I think I hit some of that bush. I'm not sure that I wanted to do that. I don't know that I like the splaying out of stuff. What is making all that noise? You know, but the problem is, like, this almost precludes me from wanting to test another mower, because if I gotta go 20% just to test the thing... Let me just check. Okay, it looks like I can quit, so let me do that. Alright, and then let me test... Whoa, 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 whoa. So it only lets me test... Oh, I see, never mind. Ugh. Alright. So let me test drive this one. I'll probably cut some of the previous one out, so there's going to be some weird wording there, because this way at least I know where we're at here. So I was playing around with keys, I was doing other things, but I got stuck in in there for far too long in the other mower, and I didn't want to do that. So let's see. Alright, so I know what I need to do. The cameras are terrible. So the nice thing with this, because the thing I want to figure out is, can I, let's see, if I change, oh, that's terrible, because then I can't even tell where my wheels are. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you basically have a really far out view, a little bit closer, but also further back, or then a super close view, which is probably good for details, but beyond that, I'm not quite sure. So what I want to know is, how do I empty my lawnmower? Because I can see things going up, but so this is certainly sensitive, but it's going to take some getting used to, for certain. Yeah, I'm just not sure that doing that edge is helping me, and I suppose if I don't need to, because that might be better to do with the strimmer, I think is what the official name is of the thing that you're doing, but alright, so I don't know which one I like. They're both good, it's just I mean, there's something to be said for flying around and just doing whatever here. Because now it's not tracking me. What happened? I don't understand. Why did it go red there? Did I go too fast? I clearly got stuck and did something. Now I'm curious. Can I get it to do it again? No? Because it looks like I basically lost traction there and spun my tires, so that was bad. See? You can see I destroyed that part of the grass. I'm sure they'd get really mad at me for what I did. Alright, after completing the test drive, you can now purchase the vehicle, or you can test drive one of the available other vehicles. So the deck size is definitely, this is the big one. Plus I don't have to empty anything, but I wonder if I have contracts that do want me to pick up the clippings, if that will be a problem. I guess the only way to find out is to do it. So let's see. It's $26.50. So that one's a little cheaper too. How much is this? Alright, that one's about the same. Because, yeah, they don't list the pricing. Because this one's a little bit faster. I don't know, I almost feel like I'll go with this one. Alright, while a mower is great for open areas of grass, string trimmers are perfect for lawn edges and cutting around obstacles. Contracts require you to have a mower and a string trimmer to complete them. So you need to purchase a string trimmer now. Alright, well, I can afford both. This is a battery, and so cutting width is basically the same. So I have an Ego mower that I'm using, I almost, personally, so I feel like, but then I have, Night is gonna give me some other stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna go with that. Alright, select a contract. This is the contract map, where you can see available contracts to select and start. Now your company is set up, select the contract button at the bottom of the map to open it for setup. Alright, so that one's $295, so do I not have any other options? Okay, once you select the contract, you can see information about its value and requirements. If you wish to accept the contract, you first need to assign an employee vehicle and equipment. Select either the employee vehicle or equipment option on the next left. Alright, so it doesn't look like I have any options here other than this one contract, so I think we need to start with that. Alright, so the front garden at Old Nook Cottage requires a general cut. The lawn is surrounded by flower beds, so take care not to damage them, and don't leave grass clippings in the beds. So I need 99% completion between 5 and 6 centimeters. So probably just set it, you know, well, I don't know that I can do it in between. Ground check time limit, recommended cut time 26, I don't, oh, I see. You have 4 minutes to go around. That's right, I remember this from the demo. You have to go around and, like, because there could be stuff laying in the ground. I guess we'll see how that works. Hopefully it tells me how to do that, because I don't know that I remember. And recommended deck width. Well, I don't have one that big, but I have one I think close, so that's good. Contracts need an employee assigned to them. At the minute, the only employee you have is you, but that will change as your company grows. Highlight yourself and then confirm the assignment. Alright. Contracts need a vehicle. At the minute, you only have one, but that will change as your company grows and makes more money. Highlight your vehicle and then confirm the assignment. Alright, so, yeah, so I'm 98 centimeters. I'm really close. Contracts need equipment like a string trimmer assigned to them to be attempted. Highlight your string trimmer and then confirm the assignment. Alright, so this was something that they didn't have. They didn't have trimmers then. Now the contract has an employee, vehicle, and equipment assigned. You need to confirm the contract. Once the contract is confirmed, you can start it. Alright, as you set up and confirm contracts, their pin on the map will turn yellow, and the contract that you are assigned to will have a star displayed. With the first contract confirmed, you can start it and head to the location to begin cutting. Alright, so there we go. So 1 of 1, Monday, March 1st, 2021. Starting in early spring. So yeah, those zero turn mowers that are here on this image, that's kind of the type that I think most major landscapers have. Alright, so here we go. 5 to 6, and then we've got all that. There's a lot going on here. Wow. At the start of each contract, you have a small period of time to find and remove any objects on the grass area that could either be damaged or damage your vehicle. You can choose to skip the ground check and have the objects automatically removed by interacting with your mower or equipment, but this will mean you don't earn money or RP. Alright, so let's see. So there's 3 things around here. Okay, so we'll pick that object up. Looks like a ball or something. It's a big yard. Sort of. I think this was the demo space. Am I going too fast? I don't understand, because I swear I've covered most of it. A rocket. I thought it was a baby bottle first. I'm like, what? Am I doing anything here? No. Alright, so I'm confused, because that's... oh, wait, is it here? Alright, a little toy car. So they must have a little child. Return to the trailer and start cutting. So look at that. I did it in 50 seconds. So the ground check's not too bad. Alright, in case I don't know where my mower is, God provides a beam of light for us. So we'll go ahead. With the ground check complete, it's time to start cutting some grass. You can use either your strimmer or vehicle whenever you want. Strimmers are best for cutting the edges in any tight areas, while your vehicle is best for large open areas of grass. So I know nothing about how the best way to do this officially, but I know the guy who mows my lawn, I know what he does, but again, he was a corporate accountant, and maybe he is really bad at doing lawn mowing the right way. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna try this middle thing. I need to change my height. So I'll make it... I'm just worried if I hit like a bump. So I'm gonna do 6. And then we'll go in here, and again, we don't want to turn on the blade until we're ready. So your performance during cutting will affect how much money and reputation points. You will need to find the balance between speed and careful driving. Avoid damaging the flowers or lawn while cutting quickly to earn a time bonus. Alright, let me turn here. I'm worried I'm already in their flower bed. So, yeah, this is challenging, to say the least. Alright, so I need to start my blade. Why will it not start? Hello? It's not... Do I not have the... Oh, I don't have the deck lowered. Alright. So... let me do that, and again, let me get up here, and then we'll get going. So... these trees are not helping. Oh, there we go. Again, I mean, if you're the homeowner and you see some bozo doing this, what do you think? He goes around, he just barely gets on your lawn, and then you're just doing stuff. I guess that, like, he's supposed to be showing me that he's peeking around the edge. I just feel like I'm totally blind here. So this strimmer thing might be better. I just feel like... I don't know what I feel like. I guess we're gonna try it. What is happening here? I just cannot get a good view. I do not like the camera angles that they give you. I'll tell you that. Alright, let me go back here. It looks like I could have gotten significantly closer. Oh, boy. Alright, alright, up here, over there. Yeah, this camera is just a winner, I'll tell you that. It's like the opposite. I mean, I know what it's doing, I think. As far, because I basically, when I go to the right, it does that. So I think it's in essence like, hey, you're piloting this drone around you. Alright, let me get closer. See, to me, this is too close. But I think this is... well, maybe it's not. Let me try this. Because maybe that was my issue, is I just could not tell. So, in theory, we're supposed to be done in 26 minutes, and at this point I've spent 4, so... you've got a great idea of how this works. You know, because the nice thing is, like, this mower is pretty fast, so in theory, like, that should give me an advantage. It's got a bigger deck, and it's got some good speed. But it's like the edges here are just so challenging with the way they have these flower beds. I'm going to come back and get that archway later, because I just think tap dancing around here doesn't make a lot of sense right now. So we'll go around. Again, terrible visibility with the tree. I do not want to go into the flower bed by accident. Goodness gracious. I feel like I can't see anything. Alright, I'm going to assume I can go straight under the bush, because that's what I did wrong the last time. Ooh, that didn't sound good. Did I hit something? I had a little bit of noise. Yeah, speaking of sound, let me know. Like, I have things kind of turned down a bit, because I didn't want too much. I didn't want an overwhelming sound, and it was really loud in my headset. Alright, so if I go here, I should be able to get over these bricks pretty nicely. Alright. So now, it's just a matter of figuring out the best way to do the rest of it. Did I, like, leave something behind me? How is that even possible? Or is it just the way the grass was laying? Because, like, now, I think I'll go around a couple times to give myself a good amount of distance. And then obviously, oh goodness, alright, well, clearly It's almost like with Farming Simulator where you turn and you lose some, so I'm going to have to be tidier on the turns. I think I left a few blades there. So this is where it's definitely a bit unforgiving. Alright, so I'm going to go around like here and go around the flower bed. So I just feel like I have a better view of what I've got there. I think the flowers are far enough back that unless I'm really crazy, I should be okay. I hope. And I guess we'll find out. I feel like I'm spinning in circles. But that's what happens here, right? So now I felt overall, I'm like, you know, let me give this a try because, I mean, I don't mind mowing my lawn. That's partially like when we did this because we just could not keep our flower beds from just becoming completely overgrown with weeds by the end of the season. Well, by the end, who am I kidding? By about 3 or 4 weeks into the season, and my wife and I are not real fans of just spending time out in the hot sun on our hands and knees trying to pull things, and so it just didn't really get done. And honestly, it was somewhat embarrassing. It almost looked like nobody lived at our house. It was sometimes so overgrown. So it was pretty bad. And not that we had neighbors complaining, but you know, we definitely have some neighbors around that are very meticulous. And you know, I've got one of those folks, and I'm sure if you have one, you know exactly what I mean. The guy who mows his lawn twice a week, because he's just that type of person. And so I knew what we were doing had to be driving someone like him just completely batty. Is there like a what is that? Brick? It almost looks like brick continuing into the yard underneath, or maybe it's just a dirt track. So this area here is terrible. I mean, maybe if I come at it from a different direction, I don't know, eventually I'll get away from the tree. So we're 30% done. It's about right. We're a little slow because I think, you know, again, at 26 minutes, 33% would be just about now. So I'm behind a bit, but I'm also hoping, since I've done the edge and so forth, that now it should be a lot faster, because I should be able to, you know, really start moving now. Now I'm adjusting my earphones or ear protection. Why does it do that when you turn? I gave myself enough room, but clearly there's something weird going on. So, and I'm sure this contract is a bit more forgiving. I would love to know how. So let me look. I don't know. It looks like when I'm turning, I'm losing grass there. Like, I shouldn't say losing grass. I'm just not getting stuff cut. But that just... Is it just my wheels? I don't understand what I'm seeing. So maybe it is cutting it, because like I went over it and it's obviously not fixing it. Well, there I know I left some, so now I don't have my normal view, so I moved over too far. See, but like now it should be cutting that, and I don't know that it is. Alright. So this isn't zero turn, but it's getting there. I think I need to go around this flower bed that I have here. That might be good. Or did I? Oh, no. I was close, but... because then that will give me some of that space again. And here, if I can do this, then I can get this cut. So, just, again, challenging to see, that's for sure. But we'll get that. I'll worry about that later, because once again, it's more the how fast am I able to go to get the yard done here, because I'm not going to get a time bonus, but again, maybe that's not the goal in the first cut. So, you know, like here I can just go. I mean, you can hear it, you can see it. I am just on fire. So 13 minutes, if I can get to 50%, then I still have a shot here. See, and I just don't know if it's laying down the grass when I do that, or if I'm truly leaving grass. I think I have a shot here because, well, I'm going to go ahead and go around here, and then we'll have kind of the last bit around flower beds here. So we'll make that a good sharp turn, but I want to be careful, because once again I can then go relatively quickly, because the other piece, oh, I destroyed a flower, darn it. Alright, well, so not perfect, so if there's an achievement for that, I have blown it. Alright, the nice thing is I'm not at 13 minutes, and I was done there. I'm more than 50%, but you could say I did that because I'm a flower killer. So I saw a little bit there, but I think I've taken care of that. And now, once again, I should be able to move along, make some good progress. So you can see, I mean, at this point, like when I'm moving, it clips up at 0.1% pretty fast. Alright. But what I was starting to think and say was, you know, that time also includes me getting out with a trimmer and doing whatever else I need to do. And I could be like, well, you know, I didn't trim or whatever because I hit the 99%, but I'm not sure how that will all play out, because again, in the demo the trimmers weren't even available, so that is a new dynamic. It makes sense to have. I mean, certainly if you're a lawn care company, you're going to be doing stuff like that. So I'm going to, whoop, let me turn the blade off as I go up here, because I don't want to damage my blade, because that's just going to cost me more money, and given that I have 51 pounds left, I probably don't want to do that. Oh, I left some more there. I don't understand. I mean, I do understand, but... So, it's definitely a little bit relaxing. I'll give it that. It's not Farming Simulator relaxing. I mean, there's just... I'm just mowing someone's cottage lawn in Britain, and you know, they've got more money than I'll ever have, so they have this beautiful expanse. This really isn't that big, so maybe it's some little old couple. It's normal. I don't know. So let's see. Now we're gonna see the turning radius on this thing. Alright, that worked. And then I can come in here. I just need to be careful with what I'm doing there. Because, yeah, what I think is messing me up, it's like the view is changing on kind of how things are laid out. See, like, I think I left some there, but I think these are just, they're not things I'm necessarily leaving. It's just, no, that was grass I am leaving, because you can see it waving around. But I will say, like, this is just sloppy. Alright, we'll come through here. I do need to get those arches, because I'm sure I'm not going to be able to get everything done. Plus, that would be like the first thing the homeowner's going to see when they come out, is that grass is just sitting there. So I was moving along pretty quickly, but it almost seems like my pace has slowed. I don't understand. Yeah, you just can't go backwards really fast, which is probably okay. It's probably not the smartest thing to be doing, where you can't really control yourself. Now, I will say the view here is a bit more challenging. I think I left a bunch there, see, but like right now, like I don't see anything waving. Like I see a little bit there, so well, no, see, I think I don't. I think those are just where the tracks went. Alright, I'm not sure which way to go here, so we'll just try to keep cutting something, because I need to make progress. So I'm not sure how long this is going to turn out to be. Obviously, I want to get a contract done. I don't want to like leave you in between. So we'll make it as long as it needs to be. Obviously, depending how much test drive I hold on to and whatever will determine things. Why am I getting weird smoke out the back or something? It looks like dust or smoke. I don't even know what I'm seeing. Alright, I literally only did 5% since I left the one area, so now I probably should stop doing what I was doing, which is kind of going around the edges, and I should probably just kind of go up and down. Just like go, turn around, and just do row and row. That's probably the other problem I've got, is that I keep trying to do the edges, and I'm not trying to do that here, but I know I can't turn and get into the immediate row, so I am trying to, whoops, Farming Simulator, I'm hitting the spacebar to reverse, but it doesn't work that way. Luckily I didn't destroy any more flowers for this person, but so the package that they had available, they called it, I think, the Extended Edition. And I think it includes basically everything that's been released so far. So that's Ancient Britain and the Dino Safari thing. So that just gives you some additional places to mow. It's not anything magical. Alright, while I'm here, I'm going to get these arches here, because I should be able to get in here and do a decent job with that, and then we'll get the other one done. Alright, that was 0.1%, so it's not a whole lot, so in theory, maybe I could have finished without doing it, but alright, I can't tell. I think I have to go here. I'm like, I can't tell where I'm at, so let me go here. Alright, and I'm going to circle back, and I'm basically going to finish this area up. I'm going to get this little bit, or I'm going to end up missing it at some point. That would be not good, but if I can get these done, I don't know that it's going to get me to 90%, but it should be pretty good. Can I get here without hitting? Ah! Okay, well, learn my lesson. Don't do that. So part of this, like any sim, is obviously learning the mechanics of it a little bit. Alright, so we'll go back this way, and then we'll come back with one more row. Bit sloppy. See, so it's like it knocks some of the grass down, but you would think if I go over it, like it would, like I know when I mow, it sucks it back up, and you're able to do what you need. So couldn't quite get to 90%, and to me, again, it looks like there's grass there, but I don't think there is. So anyway, let's get this archway. This one seems a little bit smaller, maybe not. Alright, 89.6. We're getting really close on the time. Alright, let's head over here. We'll get this part done. Alright, so we got that. And then we've got some straighter areas. So now we're at 90%. So now I should be able to just kind of go back and forth a little bit. Like that'll get me there. We'll just go right back the way we came. See, I feel like I want to change the view, but that like totally messes things up. And that's what wastes some of the time is... Oh, like I can't tell where I'm at here. Oh, that was bad. Alright. Alright, 94. So yeah, the way the sun is playing out here is a bit of a mess. So let me do that. I can always come back. We're going to hit 95 before I get to the end. I'm not even looking. I'm just... At this point, I am just trying to be on a tear a little bit. Let me go... that's not going to work. I'm just making this 10 times worse, aren't I? I don't know that we're going to make it. Because see, now we're at the tail end too, where there's just little bits here and there. And like I see that, and I think I don't want to leave little wavy parts like that, because if I miss them, I'm never going to be able to find them. I'm going to spend, you know, even if I have a minute left at the end, I'm going to spend all this time just running around trying to catch things. Alright, so that's that. Get that. Oh boy, this is not working the way I think it should work. I'll tell you that. Alright. Like, I again can't tell where I'm at. So there's definite challenges with the view. Like it looks like there's stuff left. I'm pretty sure there's a bit there. See, and I'm wondering if at this point it's just, you know, if I've got, let me go around. That was a bird, so there's a bird effect, which I guess makes sense if I didn't have like the crazy drone view, but I don't know how else to do it. Alright, so I have to be 99%, so maybe get this little bit. Oh, come on, really? So now I need to find out where I've missed stuff. Is there a little bit there? No. Come on, this is so close. Like I can sense it. See, now I have a minute left, but I can't tell. Alright. Let's see if we can see here. Might be easier to tell. So I'm thinking there's got to be some around. Okay. With the cutting complete, you can now store your vehicle and equipment, then interact with your pickup truck to leave. If you have left grass clippings on the path, you can pick them up before leaving to avoid any cleanup fines. Okay. So let me turn this off. So we made it with 26 seconds to spare. Alright, so actually this view might not be too bad because I can see the deck. Now if I back up, yeah, that's a pretty fancy car. Alright, I'm like, I can't. I thought it was like if I back up, will it change my view, but it did not. So the other thing I can do is I can pick up the deck, which is what I certainly want to do. Alright, so anyway, what I was starting to say with the guy that... Okay, why is this not going? With the guy that cuts my lawn is he'll mow and then he'll trim. So I'm assuming that's... Whoops. That's more of what you normally want to do. Alright, so there we go. So I can fuel. And then, ooh, change cutting blades. I don't think I need to do that. Alright, so if I go here, so I can leave location. So there we go. So we get a nice little view of what we did. There we go. See, the archway's cut pretty well. I guess let's see if we can see where we did anything we could do better next time. I actually did pretty well. I got pretty close. I mean, obviously I hit a couple of the flowers, so now it's giving us the same view. So let's see. I assume we get some sort of information at the end. There we go. Alright, so ground check, we got an extra 5.70 pounds. We got 20 pounds for picking up all the stuff. A cutting time bonus of 77 cents, I would say. I don't know that they're that. It's probably pence, maybe. Penalties and fines. So it's $1 per flower. I ran into something, so I got a quarter deducted. And then vehicle maintenance of $332, so I ended up with a total of $295.90. And then I guess given my $51 that I had, my total then ends up being $346.90. So, and I got 66 RP, reputation points, I think, where it said the reputation value is 50, but, so I don't know if I just got 50 and I had 16 from something else. Okay, so this is the vehicle garage. Alright, every story has a beginning. Got that achievement. This is the vehicle garage. Here you can fix damaged vehicles, view statistics, purchase attachments, part exchange vehicles, or purchase new ones. First, though, let's select your vehicle so you can maintain it. Alright, this screen shows all the information you'll need to keep track of your vehicle's performance and status. Let's maintain your vehicle and get it ready for the next contract by selecting the maintenance button. It's important to keep your vehicle well maintained and fixed. Ideally, after each contract, you should visit the garage, refilling the fuel tank and fixing any damage. You can see the status of your vehicle to the left of the screen. If your vehicle needs attention, now I would say that would be here, not which is the right, but you can see it now before returning to the contracts map. Alright, so I don't need any engine repair. Let's see. Cutting blades. So what does that mean? Okay. So yeah, I don't know that I need to do anything at this point. And then, alright. Yeah, I think we're good. We already filled everything. So I think we're good. Maintenance. Okay, statistics. So that gives us all our information. Sell the vehicle, part exchange vehicle. What does that mean? Oh, I see. So I'll tell you, the dancing around is interesting. Alright, so I'm there. Alright, and then I go back to contracts, and so that's where we'll pick up next time. Hopefully you've enjoyed this introduction. Definitely give me any feedback. Is this something that you feel It'll be interesting, something to view on the channel. Obviously, as I do it, I'll certainly keep including things, but if I have to make choices, it helps to know what people are really interested in, because if I've got 3 things I'm interested in, obviously I'll likely probably pick the thing that folks are more interested in. Because the one thing I don't know, like I've been pretty solid since I kind of started all the channel stuff with trucking. So I've been keeping the trucks every 8 days, but if that's another one where people are like, I'd rather see a different sim than trucking, like, that's a possibility too. The only thing I'm not going to step away from is the multiplayer farming simulator, but everything else, fair game. So give me your feedback, and I will see you next time.